Assalamu alaikum. You're watching News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. I am Nuzhat Sharmin. You just heard the headlines. Now we'll move on to news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will give 53,340 more houses to the landless and homeless families as part of her government's campaign to bring all landless and homeless families under housing scheme. The Premier is scheduled to inaugurate the distribution of these houses virtually tomorrow under the second phase of the Asrayan 2 project. This housing project is an inclusive development model which has never implemented by anyone or any country earlier in the world. This initiative of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has now become a social campaign. Earlier, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina handed over about 70,000 houses to the homeless and landless families on January 23 under the first phase of the project on the occasion of the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had undertaken the Asrayan project in 1997. A total of 3,73,562 houses have so far been given to homeless and landless families under the Asrayan project run by the Prime Minister's office. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul has said there is massive distance between the present Bangladesh and Bangladesh before one era in consideration of development and achievement. He said today's Bangladesh is moving ahead on the highway of development led by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Obaidul said this at the Triennial Council of Chattogram City Swechhasebok League today as chief guest. He joined the council through video conference from his official residence. The Council of Chattogram City Swechhasebok League is being held after around 2 eras at the engineers' institutions of the port city. The council started by hoisting national flag and rendering national anthem. Awami League Joint General Secretary and Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmoud also spoke at the council as special guest. Bangladesh Swechhasebok League President Nirmal Ranjan Guho inaugurated the council from the party office.
কি চেহারা ছিল বাংলাদেশ কোথায় ছিল 12 বছর আগের সেই পিছিয়ে পড়া বাংলাদেশ আজ অপ্রতিরোধ্য গতিতে এগিয়ে চলছে বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা শেখ হাসিনার দূরদর্শী ও বিচক্ষণ নেতৃত্বে এই অমিত সম্ভাবনা উন্নয়ন অর্জন বিএনপির গাত্রদাহের কারণ তাই তারা দেশকে অকার্যকর রাষ্ট্রে পরিণত করতে চায় আন্দোলন ও নির্বাচনে ব্যর্থ হয়ে তারা আজকে দেশের সমৃদ্ধির মূলে উঠোরাঘাত করতে চায়
The Information Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmoud said that the opponents of the liberation war and the advancement of the country are conspiring after failing to deal with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina politically.
ভাতৃপ্রতিম সহযোগী সংগঠনগুলোর মধ্যে আওয়ামী স্বেচ্ছাসেবক লীগ একটি বিশেষ জায়গা দখল করে নিতে সক্ষম হয়েছে। আওয়ামী স্বেচ্ছাসেবক লীগ অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে একেবারে তৃণমূল পর্যায় পর্যন্ত তাদের যে কর্মকাণ্ড বিস্তৃত করেছে সেটি সত্যি প্রশংসার দাবি রাখে। করোনা মহামারীর মধ্যে আওয়ামী স্বেচ্ছাসেবক লীগ যেভাবে জনগণের পাশে দাঁড়িয়েছে সেজন্য আওয়ামী স্বেচ্ছাসেবক লীগের সভাপতি সাধারণ সম্পাদক সহ সর্বস্তরের নেতাকর্মীদের আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাই।
Chattogram City Swechhasebok League convener Advocate Ziauddin presided over the program, while Office Secretary Barrister Biplab Borua and Swechhasebok League General Secretary Afzalur Rahman Babu spoke, among others. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmoud has alleged that the foreign wing of the BNP is secretly conspiring so that Bangladesh cannot get vaccines from different countries. He was speaking at a discussion on Sheikh Hasina's leadership at the National Press Club today, organized by Shadhinata Porishad. Dr. Hassan Mahmoud said Bangladesh, under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, has now turned into a lender nation and the BNP cannot endure this success.
এক সময় বাংলাদেশ ছিল সাহায্য প্রার্থী দেশ। জিয়াউর রহমানের অর্থমন্ত্রী সাইফুর রহমান, খালেদা জিয়ার অর্থমন্ত্রী সাইফুর রহমান, সত্তার সাহেবের অর্থমন্ত্রী সাইফুর রহমান বাংলাদেশের বাজেট পেশ করার আগে প্যারিস কনসোর্টিয়ামের মিটিং এ যেত প্যারিসে যে সাহায্য নেওয়ার জন্য। এখন প্যারিস কনসোর্টিয়ামের মিটিং এ যাই না আমরা, বরং দাতা গোষ্ঠী সাহায্য দিতে চায়, আমরা সাহায্য নিতে চাই না। আমরা এখন সাহায্য নেই না, বরং সাহায্য দেই। আন্তর্জাতিক গণমাধ্যমে লিখেছে এক সময় ঋণ গ্রহীতা দেশ বাংলাদেশ এখন ঋণ দেয়। আমরা কদিন আগে শ্রীলঙ্কাকে $200 মিলিয়ন 10 বছর মেয়াদী ঋণ দিয়েছি। বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা তিনি আছেন বলেই বাংলাদেশ আজকে যে পর্যায়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে, এই পর্যায়ে আসতে সক্ষম হয়েছে। বাংলাদেশ সরকার বিভিন্ন সূত্র থেকে টিকা সংগ্রহ করছে, বিএনপি ভিতরে ভিতরে চেষ্টা চালাচ্ছে এবং 7 সমুদ্র 13 নদীর ওপার থেকে চেষ্টা চালানো হচ্ছে, বিএনপির বৈদেশিক শাখাগুলো দিয়ে চেষ্টা চালানো হচ্ছে বাংলাদেশ যেন অন্যান্য সূত্র থেকে টিকা না পায়। ষড়যন্ত্র এখন সেই জায়গায় গিয়ে ঠেকেছে। কোনো ষড়যন্ত্র করে লাভ হবে না। আমাদের সরকার বাংলাদেশের সব মানুষকে, অর্থাৎ বেশিরভাগ মানুষকে, যেই সংখ্যক মানুষকে টিকা দিলে পরে হার্ড ইমিউনিটি তৈরি হয়, সেই সংখ্যক মানুষকে টিকা দেওয়ার জন্য বদ্ধপরিকর এবং যে কোনো জায়গা থেকে টিকা সংগ্রহ করতে বদ্ধপরিকর। এবং সেই জন্য টিকা আসছে, আবার ব্যাপক হারে টিকা দেওয়া কার্যক্রম শুরু হতে যাচ্ছে। তাই ষড়যন্ত্র করে কোনো লাভ হবে না।
Awami League leader Barrister Zakir Ahmed presided over the program. National Press Club President Farida Yasmin, Awami League leader Bolaram Poddar, Bangabandhu Sanskritik Jot General Secretary Orun Sarkar Rana, President of the organization Zinnat Ali Khan, and General Secretary Shadat Hossain Toyal also spoke. Agriculture Minister Dr. Abdul has said the government is working to cultivate almonds and coffee in hilly areas to expedite economy of that region. He said this while visiting almond garden, coffee garden and mango orchard at Ruma Upajala in Bandorban today. The Agriculture Minister said cultivation of almond and coffee will be expanded in other areas across the country in phases after conducting feasibility study of possibility. A project titled Almond and Coffee Research, Development and Extension costing 211 crore taka has already been taken to this effect, he added. Dr. Abdul said all kinds of support will be provided for cultivation, increasing production and processing of these obsolete crops. CHD Affairs Minister Bir Bahadur Sheshing and Senior Secretary to the Agriculture Ministry Mohammad Mesbaul Islam among others were present on the occasion. "67 COVID-19 patients died and 3,057 new cases were traced in the last 24 hours in the country. Director General of Health Services DGHS in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 13,466 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 8,48,027. The recovery count rose to 7,80,146 after another 1,725 patients recovered in the last 24 hours. The statement said 18.02% of 16,964 samples tested positive. DGH's statistics showed out of all people infected from the beginning, 92% recovered and 1.59% died. The statement said of the 67 deaths, 3 are between 21 to 30 years, 3 between 31 to 40 years, 12 are between 41 to 50 years, 22 are between 51 to 60 years, while 27 are above 60 years. 34 out of the 67 people died were male, while 33 were female. DGHS informed that 14 people died in Dhaka Division, 11 died in Chattogram Division, 8 died in Rajshahi Division, 24 died in Khulna Division, 1 died in Sylhet Division, 8 died in Rangpur and 1 died in Mymensingh Division. The rate of infection and mortality from COVID-19 in bordering districts has been increasing day by day. As such, the period of lockdown has been extended, including tight surveillance for strictly maintaining health guidelines in the bordering districts. In Rajshahi alone, 134 people were infected, while 10 people died at Rajshahi Medical College Hospital in a single day yesterday. In Chapai-Nobganj, the rate of infection stood at about 19% on Thursday. Meanwhile, 7 patients died in Khulna Division during the last 24 hours. However, the mango-carrying special train and trucks from Rajshahi and Chapai-Nobganj districts are plying as usual. In Shatkhira, the infection rate has been increased at over 60% yesterday. In Tangail, 92% have been affected newly. In Noakhali, the rate of infection has reached 24.59%, while lockdown period extended up to 25th June. In Bogura, the corona situation has gone beyond control since the last week, with 61 persons newly affected. Meanwhile, strict lockdowns are in place in Nator, Kushtia, Meherpur, Chuadanga, Thakurga, Nauga and Norail districts. The members of law enforcing agencies led by respective local administrations are on strong vigil to oversee the lockdown imposed in those bordering districts. The countrywide vaccination program has kicked off again today with jabs from Chinese company Sinopharm. In the capital, there are vaccination centers at Dhaka Medical College, Sir Solimullah Medical College, Mugda Medical College and Shohid Sarwardi Medical College. In addition, vaccines will be given at one center in every district. People of 10 categories are entitled to this vaccine. Authorities say that those who have been registered already will get the jab. Public health workers, members of the police, foreign-going people registered with BMET, medical students and university students living in halls will get priority in this regard. The cleaning staff of Dhaka North and South City Corporations, staff of wards and municipalities involved in burying and cremation of dead bodies, and Chinese citizens living in Bangladesh will get this vaccine. The vaccination program will continue from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day other than Fridays and government holidays. It has been decided that the gap between the two doses of the Sinopharm vaccine will be 28 days. Now international news. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 38,69,000 and more than 17,87,36,000 infected. The United States, the worst corona-affected country in the world, has now over 3,43,93,000 confirmed cases and more than 6,17,000 deaths. Meanwhile, the death toll in India climbed to more than 3,85,000 and the total tally of COVID-19 cases is more than 2,98,23,000. UN General Assembly called upon member states to prevent the flow of arms into Myanmar. General Assembly made the call in a resolution condemning the military coup in Myanmar, which was adopted yesterday. The resolution also demands that the military immediately stop all violence against peaceful demonstrators. It was approved by 119 countries, with 36 abstaining, including China, Myanmar's main ally. Only one country, Belarus, voted against it. The resolution also calls for a restoration of democracy in Myanmar and the release of all detained civilian leaders. It affirms the General Assembly's support for the population and seeks accountability for crimes against the same, including the Rohingya. Stressing that the people of Myanmar deserve the Assembly's full support in their struggle for a peaceful democratic future. Conservative judiciary head Ibrahim Raisi has been elected Iran's next president. The Interior Ministry today confirmed that Raisi won 61.95% of the vote in yesterday's election on a voter turnout of 48.8%. In a press conference, Interior Minister Abdul Rahimani Fazli said authority did not have any violation that would have a significant impact on the outcome of the election. Ibrahim Raisi will take office in early August, replacing moderate President Hassan Rouhani. Now news on sports. Argentina beat Uruguay by 1-0 in the Copa America football tournament today. Midfielder Guido Rodriguez scored the only goal at the Mané Garrincha Stadium in Brasilia with a header in the 13th minute after Messi crossed from the left. Earlier, Chile beat Bolivia by 1-0 on a goal by Chilean striker Ben Brereton in the other match of Copa America football. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. More than 53,000 families to get houses with land in the second phase. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to inaugurate the distribution ceremony tomorrow. Bangladesh 12 years ago and today's Bangladesh not the same. Country moving forward on the path of light at an irresistible pace under Sheikh Hasina's leadership. BNP secretly conspires from abroad to prevent the country from getting vaccines, alleges Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmoud. Countrywide Sinopharm vaccination drive begins, including Dhaka City, various measures being taken to prevent the spread of corona. Former Justice Ibrahim Raisi elected next president of Iran. And Argentina beat Uruguay by a lone goal in Copa America football. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch